What's up, guys? You are on the air. You are on the air and off the books with Bethann and Samantha. And this morning, we're just having a
grand old time.
We're just having a jolly old day. Okay.
How are you this morning?
How are you? Today, we are just going to be spitting some facts.
Straight facts?
Straight facts about some great books.
New reads. And some things that we're reading now that we haven't finished because I am 20 books behind schedule.
And we also obviously have to update you with our, 40-page TBR that we have going on.
If you don't have a 40-page TBR, though, can you tell me
what are you doing?
Yeah. Give me all of your strategies. And if you say I read one book at a time, I don't want to talk to you.
We need shirts that say, it's TBR, you know.
Yes, please. Oh, my God. If you do not make me a t-shirt TBR. The condensation.
We can't be stopped.
Please. Oh, I'm expecting this.
The 90s babies know.
Yeah,
what
truth.
We're talking about.
Oh gosh.
H2O,
Perfection.
Throw it back to those days, the good old days. Okay, so Bethann, what are you reading?
What am I reading? Everything. I'm reading everything, but I recently grabbed this novella to try to catch up because you know what's really good for your TBR and your currently read list and your completed list is a book that's under 100 pages. So, actually, I think this is, let's see, how many pages is this? I think it's 160 pages or something like that. But it's called Your Blood and Bones, and it's by J. Patricia Anderson. And it's actually pretty fantastic, and the cover is just glorious. It's a crow underwater.
Oh.
It is very, very stunning.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was somebody's tattooed shoulder.
That would be a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, though.
But now that I see it, it's definitely a crow.
Okay, so this is the synopsis. Kill the monsters when they're found, no matter who they used to be. The girl with the secret feathers in her skin and strange bones jutting out beneath her clothes is resigned to her fate. Her deformities mark her a monster, and the stories say monsters must die. When her family finds out and turns on her, a village boy saves her and leads her on a frantic escape. The girl believes her death has merely been delayed until he mentions a cure. With the world against them and the monstrous change progressing, they must cross water, forest, and field to chase the rumor that fuels their desperate hope, but is hope enough to keep them going. This actually is really gripping from the start. It starts right at the high point where they're running through the forest and she's being pulled along by this young boy, and you're really not sure what's going on, but you know that the pitchforks have been pulled out, torches and all this other stuff.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Exactly. Shrek vibes.
It's giving
all of
you
that.
Shrek.
And so what really got me was when they kind of got to the shore and you find out that this boy is afflicted with the same kind of ailment that she is. And he uses this deformity to be able to conjure up zombies, essentially. So he's able to reanimate and manipulate death. And he goes on to explain to her that this is something that people put on humanity and that it was an accident, essentially. And so to do their dirty work, they spread all of these rumors into these villages, and so they're snuffing out these children who are showing signs of having this magical curse or whatever. So they're on a mission to not die and go and find out how they can return themselves to normal. And I think that this ending is going to be pretty sad, but it's so far really fantastic. And I like the premise of it. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's giving When Among Crows. It's giving what's Butcher of the Forest. All of these novellas that are popping up are very in the same kind of vein, fairy tale, monster-esque, very grimdark. Very, very good. I would definitely highly recommend this. Pick it up, read it. It's a fast one. It'll go fast for you. I'm slow because I've been busy decorating for SRP.
But and we have a physical copy. Do we have a physical copy?
I believe so, and it should be online as well. Okay. So you should be able to get your hands on this, no problemo. It gets pretty great ratings overall. I think that the ratings on Goodreads are 4.1 stars.
Nice.
Goodreads tells all.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Well.
What are you reading?
I just finished, not too long ago, the very last book, Sob, Tear.
The End of an Era.
The End of the Era of the Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. Book 9, Restless Stars. And it was quite the ride to get there. I'm actually, like, rereading them as I was, like, reading the last one. But it was, like, 9... There was book 8.5 was, like, the point of view from everybody that has died. Oh. So I read that before I read this last one. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you a little book description, little synopsis.
Is there any spoilers in here for people who haven't read the series?
Yeah, okay. I would say I don't think it's too spoilery, but I would say if you super don't want to know anything about this series before you start book 1, then just stop here because we're probably going to have spoilers like from here on out. But orphans, changelings, princesses, queens, we are all in nothing now. Our fate weighed on the scales of the stars and counterbalanced by the forces that oppose us. The shadow of the false king spreads as thick as oil across the kingdom we were born to rule, and none remain untouched by its darkness. Our crowns lay within reach, if only we can claim them. All souls are at risk now, and when the final battle dawns, a new regime?
Yes, regime.
Is that how you say that? I really wanted to say regime, but I'm like, that's not the word.
You're correct the first time.
Will rise. The regime will rise. No, regime. Okay. Regime. The time for the true reckoning is upon us, and we have proven ourselves as savage as our father, as brutal as our mother, and as wild as the elements which roar through our veins. We can only hope it is enough. When the last sword strikes the final death in this game of fate and fortune, only one side will be victorious. The Starfall Legion charges at first light, and our destiny rides upon our shoulders as we rush into the end. All hail the true queens. May our rule last longer than this night. I have goosebumps.
So, I don't know anything about this series.
So, okay. This series is about 2 orphan girls that were just living not a great life in Chicago, just basically jumping around, trying to find just odd jobs to, like, get by. So, yeah, they were basically couch surfing with their stepdad when they were found by somebody I can't tell you about. And then, of course, they're swooped into this whole new world of called
magical
Solaria.
Creatures.
And they find out, of course, that they are these, like, missing queens that have been gone for, like, ever. Oh, dang. And then they were switched out with human babies.
So, like a fae thing?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I started this series. I want to say I started reading this maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. And then since I started reading it, I think there's been 3 or 4 books that have come out, but this was the last one, and I'm super sad about it.
How many books are there in the series?
There are 9 full books, and then there's like 4 novellas.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a series. And they're beefy boys, too. I think this last one you said was like 1,200 pages or something?
Yeah, this last one I think was a little over 1,000, but I think there is one that's like 1,400 pages.
That's like, for all of you people who don't read romantasy, because that's what this is, that's like Brando's Hand long.
Yeah.
And that's pretty serious length for a romantasy, I think.
They definitely take you on, like, the world's most wild roller coaster. like you hate people, then you love them, then you
hate them
again, and then you're just like, don't know who's gonna die next because it's probably gonna be
somebody I love,
and then we're just gonna just throw in some more crap, and surprise, now we have 47 new characters.
You've read this series twice, right?
Yeah, so I'm on my like second round of reading it. I don't know. I think I will stop and wait maybe like a year or two and then reread it again.
Jeez. You're like in your era of rereading.
Yeah, but I will say the series is really like, it's sarcastic and funny, and it's definitely for people like 18 and older. Like there's definitely some like inappropriate things in this book. So if you're not an adult, then
don't read this book.
Should not read this book.
Or just wait. Or just get your parents' permission, please.
Yes.
Be fully transparent with your parents so that you don't get yourself into trouble. Don't be like Bethann and Samantha said.
Yeah, no, these books are amazing. They're hilarious, heartbreaking.
It's everything you ever could want.
Catastrophic.
In a romantasy.
And then the end, they do, you know, the whole jump forward, and they're like, jump forward some more. And they're like, jump forward a little more. And then they show you, like, their lives at, like, different points of time, like, after all this has happened.
And they, like, went all out.
Yeah.
They know what their fans wanted.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I read the last page, and I was like, what am I going to do?
Aren't they writing a new series?
They have, yeah. So they just announced a series that's going to be in the same world of Solaria, called Neverkeep. That's the name of the first book. And I think the series is called The Sins of the Zodiac. So I'm excited to see what that's going to be about. I have no idea, like, if it's going to be about any of the characters, like, we already know, or if it's going to be, like, brand new characters. I kind of hope that it's brand new characters, because I'm not a huge fan of, like, spin-offs on other characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's kind of why I haven't read any of their other series. They have like a whole bunch of books, but a lot of them kind of connect to Zodiac Academy.
Gotcha.
But I am not so invested in the side characters that I feel like I need to like go read about them.
So if you're looking for a new romantasy and that's got these kind of vibes that you're looking for, then, and then I'm assuming it's all about the Zodiac, all of the characters, all the people and stuff like that.
But it doesn't really, it doesn't super focus on that. Like, that's not like a big...
That's odd that they call it Zodiac Academy and it's not about the Zodiac, really.
Yeah, it's because they, you know, they have to choose their, so there's like...
Oh, the houses.
House Terra, House Ignis...
Gotcha.
Aqua House, and then Air. So obviously everybody has their, like, you know, Zodiac there, and they go based off, like, they have these little tablets, and like every day they get their Zodiac updates. Good morning, Gemini. Your day is gonna be blah 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 blah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And they just put, it's just so funny. Like, they'll put stuff in there. Like, Facebook is called Faybook.
Oh, no.
And it's just, it's so ridiculous, but it's just so funny.
And these are self-published, correct?
I want to say...
That they've been picked up by now?
I feel like they have their own... It's a photo.
Oh, well, shoot.
I feel like they have their own publishing, like... company. I think they're published by Dark Ink Publishing, and I don't know if that's their own publishing company or if it's just like a small publishing company. But
gotcha.
These books are like super popular now because of like Book Talk. But I wasn't even gonna read this series because I was just like,
That they always get you that way.
But then, like, imagine if I didn't.
You would never be talking about it right now.
I would never.
You know what? I forgot to tell you all that Matt Denneman got picked up by a publishing company. So he's not going to be indie published anymore. He is going to be published by I think it's like I don't know, it's a part of Tor. And
is it Bramble?
No, Bramble is a romance portion of Tor, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
But Dungeon Crawler Carl is going to be republished by a regular publishing company. I am very disappointed in the cover because the original OG covers were to die for. The Red Heart boxers are gone off of this cover, but am I going to get it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because congrats, man. Still waiting on that 7th book. I've been waiting too long.
Is it supposed to come out?
It's supposed to come out this year, I thought, but he's been really slow. Well, he's not been slow. Okay, I'm being mean now. Just hurry up. I really want to read this book. There's just certain things I want to read right now that I have to wait for. Like, I'm waiting for Jacqueline Benson's 2nd book, Tomb of the Sun King, which is a romantasy that I am absolutely head over heels for, which is super weird. We all know that's odd.
What?
Pigs have flown.
And pigs are flying.
And it says on Amazon that it's supposed to release March 7th, but if you go to her website, it's supposed to release this year. I think in June or July. And I need the art. Crimson Box Publishing, please. I just want the argument because I want to read it right now.
She's crying and begging.
Dude, it was so good. And you know what, Samantha? It wasn't long.
It was good. I liked it, but it's a little bit long for me.
Says the woman who just read a 1,200-page romantasy.
Okay, but I was like...
Okay, but no. Bye. See, get out.
I was invested.
I was invested. I love them. It's so good.
Them.
So good. It's perfection. And it was so giving The Mummy. I went home and watched The Mummy after, and it was just perfection.
I haven't seen The Mummy in, like, probably 15 years.
Just the goat.
Maybe longer.
Just
maybe 20.
The literal goat. Oh, my God. I love it so much. To add to this, currently reading, some things are going to be coming out soon. Haunt Sweet Home. Look for that by, Sarah Pinsker, I think is how you say her last name. That is going to be obviously a horror that you need to look for that's coming out. Fog and Fireflies is out now by T.H. Lennon. You should read that. That is also another fantasy that we highly recommend. Soul Cage is L.R. Schultz. That is not out yet, but it is coming out, and he is a up-and-coming author, and that has got nothing but amazing reviews, and I'm in the process of writing my review for that. Thank you for allowing me to be on that ARC team to read. Nivola is also coming out, and I think his last name is pronounced Bacigalupi. He's Italian, I believe, and I don't know Italian.
Is it a girl or is it a guy?
It's a guy.
Okay.
And the cover is stunning, and I think the Broken Binding just released a special edition of that book, so congrats on that, sir. And then there is The Spell Shop that's going to be coming out by Sarah Beth Durst, and that is going to be a cozy romantasy that you should look for as well. There are a lot of things that are happening, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be picking these up. We also have The Silver Blood Promise coming up by James Logan, and we'll be able to interview him later this year, and we're looking forward to that. That is going to be a high fantasy, which, if you read my blog, looking at you, all you out there who didn't read my blog, that I think the age of high fantasy being published is kind of dying.
Really?
I think so, which is a conversation for probably another day. But romantasy, if you didn't know, is sweeping the nation, the worlds. It is taken over.
It's coming in like a dragon and burning down the world.
As a romantasy reader would say.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of bitter about it, but I get that things are changing and I respect it. But it's also doing some very noticeably interesting things to the publishing company. I know a few authors who are trying to publish some high fantasy stuff are being limited to very minimal wordage. And it's very hard to write a high fantasy that's like 300 pages. Yeah. And that's what they're being limited to because high fantasy is not selling right now. So if you're like me and you want some of that, it's time to look into some indie authors. It's time to look at some self-published people, and it's time to go find some things elsewhere. And I think it's really good because it's pushing the self-publishing industry.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Well, I think TikTok has, like, gotten so many authors, like, so much, like,
publicity.
Popularity and publicity.
That's how I found Matt Denneman.
I mean, there's some authors that probably, like, gain so much, like, income and stuff just from TikTok.
Yeah.
Because their books start, like, selling like that.
Yeah. Zodiac Academy is now in Barnes & Noble, and it's now in Books A Million, and it wasn't before. There's all kinds of things.
And those books are pricey.
They are.
They're, like, anywhere from $35 to $45.
So that means you should come to the library and get them now, because
for free.
Can get them for free here and borrow them and
free 99.
Free 99.
And I think if you have Kindle Unlimited or anything like that, I think a lot of them are either I think the first one's free for Kindle Unlimited, but I think the rest are like pretty.
Do we have them on Libby?
Cheap. I don't think that we have them yet on Libby. But we need to get them. But I also got sent a 5-book series from A.K. Mulford. I also got sent another one of her books. But the series I just got sent is The 5 Crowns of Okarith. And right now I am reading the High Mountain Court. I was hoping to get to read them all and then have read the last one that just came out by the time it came out, but unfortunately I did not get to, because I think I got them like maybe a few days before the last book came out, which is fine. I'm not complaining, but I'm definitely gonna leave my reviews for all of these books because I'm really enjoying the first one so far. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Okay. For 13 years, 19-year-old Remy has known she is possibly the last Red Witch alive, and she is determined to stay that way. But the Northern Court King, who has slaughtered her family and placed a bounty on Red Witch heads, is intent on destroying her kind once and for all. When 4 Fey warriors enter her tavern refuge, Remy tries to flee, but her magic isn't strong enough to stop the determination. The determined and handsome Prince Hale of the Eastern Kingdom. Dang, I can't talk today. He claims he wants to stop a war with the Northern Court before his kingdom succumbs to the same fate as Remy's. In order to do that, he needs a Red Witch, and Remy may be the only person alive who can help him. Yet, even as she's drawn to him, can she really trust Prince Hale? Can her fallen court truly be rescued from the evil clutches of the Northern Court King? Does she even have a choice? For the chance to save herself, her people, and help rid the world of a murderous tyrant, Remy must put her faith in Hale and his companions on a dangerous quest to find lost relics and discover if she is ready to secure her legacy.
Remy's name is the mouse's name from Ratatouille.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, why did I think the mouse's name was Ratatouille?
That's the dish he makes for Gustav.
That makes sense.
Not Gustav, the critic.
I just want to throw out that I love the name Hale. Like, I love that name. I don't know why. I'm going to name my kid Hale. If I ever have another one, Hale. Oh, Hale. I'm naming him Hale.
Please don't. What's wrong with you?
Just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, my God.
But I do really love that name, like, in books, not for myself.
She's going to have, like, all this slew of kids. Hail, rain, thunderstorm.
Lightning. Yeah, it's fine.
Stop. I cannot with you.
You know, I did hear a girl say she was going to name her child Afternoon, so I can't be that bad, you know.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Afternoon. Good afternoon. But yes, I about passed out and died when I received all of these copies.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you to all these publishing companies who have sent us so many amazing things to review and read.
Yeah.
I'll be reading for the rest of my life.
And this was Harper Voyager, I believe. So thank you, Harper Voyager, for sending me this book and then her other book as well. Hopefully I keep getting her books because I do like them. So keep sending them my way.
Yeah. Jim and the Sun King. Just throwing that out there.
If you didn't get that.
You know.
Yeah.
So these are a million things to add to your TBR. A lot of them are out now. Some of them are going to be out soon. So look for those things.
And we do have all these books
available for you to read.
Or we have them on order.
Correct.
So they will be here. Don't
Get
you
your
worry.
name on the list.
We won't be giving you books that you can't find anywhere.
Yeah, that's kind of pointless, isn't it?
It's not what we're here to do for you.
What we're here for.
We're not going to be doing that. But yeah, we're excited about all these books. I think I have honestly, I can't even tell you guys my TBR because you'd be like, why do you exist? Because your TBR is
my currently reading,
it's 400 books.
File in my Kindle is 14 books.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, it's bad.
I want to read. Okay, I've been seeing this book everywhere, and I've been seeing such mixed reviews on it.
Where is it?
When the Moon Hatched.
Oh. I've never even heard that.
I'm scared to read it because the one complaint, this is by Sarah A. Parker. The one complaint about this book is that apparently she tries to throw in unnecessary big words and descriptive words.
Oh, she's trying to be cute.
Yeah. So
girl, it ain't cute.
I get
you just be out here confused.
People are she's trying to be extra and trying to make it sound really fancy when you don't need to do that.
So listen, read it and then let us know how it is.
You don't need to put ginormous words every other sentence for your book to be good.
You don't.
Please don't.
The vibes can be there without the big words.
Yeah. I also really want to read Home is Where the Bodies Are by...
Yeah, same.
We should read that.
We should read it.
We're going to write that down. We're going to read that. By Geneva Rose. I
have no idea what it's about, but the cover is a VHS.
Yeah.
And people are getting the hardback in a VHS sleeve, and the hardback looks like a VHS tape, and that was all I needed. I didn't even read the synopsis.
It's really cool. I've heard good things about it. I mean, I don't really consider Goodreads reviews because they can be kind of crazy critical.
Y'all ate up. Y'all harsh.
And also people will go and review the books before they're even out, and it's why?
Well, I understand people get arcs and stuff like that, but
no, they'll review it without even reading the book. They'll just be this is gonna be bad, 1 star.
People do that too. They're I love this author, automatic 5, and I'm no, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
I also want to read Listen for the Lie. I think Lori Hugley and Trisha.
Is it some true crime-esque?
I don't know.
Maybe,
if it's true crime, just count me out because I haven't recovered yet. Y'all know Trisha, I haven't recovered for 5 episodes.
Saying you need to slow down on some of that true crime stuff you're telling me about because I cannot read the trauma that you read. That is too much for me. I haven't completed my goal yet of reading an Emily Henry book, but I'm going to. I will be reading Emily Henry. I will not.
I just got the book Heaven Breaker by Sarah Wolf, which it's stunning. The book is stunning. Look at that. Look at the picture.
Oh.
So I'm really, really excited about that. That's another romantasy, I believe.
To all of the publishing companies out there who are doing sprayed edges.
Sprayed edges.
Covers.
You guys are elite.
Elite.
That's why I'm forever ordering from Entangled Publishing because
y'all snaps.
Y'all spray your edges, and you know what? I appreciate that. So that's all right now I kind of have on my TBR. I really want to read This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I read her first book, which was called Every Summer After. Actually, I need to read the second book first, which is Meet Me at the Lake, and then I need to read This Summer Will Be Different.
Yeah, my TBR is what I just told you because I'm actually having to read it. I'm not really allowed to have any other TBR. I have to finish what I've started. But, and there are other things that I want to read. There's a book I've stumbled onto called Brad the Impaler, and it's a lit RPG.
Oh my god.
And I'm 1,000% going to start that. We don't have it, so don't look for it.
If he's not blonde,
who knows,
they
dude.
messed up.
But it's going to be fantastic. It's giving Dungeon Crawler Carl. And then Monsters, He Who Fights with Monsters. I'm going to try to tackle that, but I don't know. I feel like it's not going to give me what I want, but we're going to see. So that's my TBR, but that's a personal TBR, so ignore I just said that.
Yeah. Join us on our TBR journey, our never-ending
TBR journey, where we add to your TBR unintentionally. Yes. You're welcome.
Yes. So pick up all the books we told you about. You have to read all of them. There's no
Every
other
single
way
one of
to do it. You just have to read all of them. It's
Do
just
it.
a
Do it.
requirement.
Peer pressure.
Doug, Lori, if you're listening,
All of you.
you can't not read what we just suggested to you, because then are you even a fan of our podcast, guys?
I mean, facts are facts.
I mean, we're just giving you good advice here.
Correct.
All you have to do is listen.
Listen.
Yes. So pick up our books. Not our books, but the books that we are reading.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your week.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.